how to establish goals and objectives that are actually achieved. In today's video, I'm sharing with you my tips for you to follow in order to set your early organization goals meaningful and sustainable. Let's go! Hello there, I'm Dumitru-Blanchard and welcome to my channel, the place to be for impact-driven entrepreneurs and organizations. On this channel, I'm sharing with you my tips and strategies in order to grow and boost your impact-driven business, projects and actions while making a difference in this world. So if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and activate the bell so that you get notified with every single video that comes out. So, more than 2 centuries ago, Benjamin Franklin was saying that if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So, why are goals and objectives so important? First of all, they give you clarity. You know where you're coming from and you know towards you're going, and so does your team. They also allow you to quantify results, because with any benchmark, you do not know where you failed, where you gained, and why. And they also motivate your team, because they know that they are working result-oriented, and this empowers them. And therefore, you show leadership, and you show that you have a vision and a direction that you want to take your business to. So my first tip for you is to build on your previous goals and on your achievements. And for this, it is very important, very interesting actually, to analyze your performance over the last year and the current state. This will allow you to integrate new goals or to transform your goals into sustainable goals without any additional effort, because you do not want to establish sustainable goals and non-sustainable goals. So all your goals must be sustainable and integrated within your business strategy, your action plan, and so on. My second tip for you is to think beyond your organization and to engage with other stakeholders, whether it is private or public stakeholders. Because goals are best achieved together, working in partnerships. And for this, you want to identify other partners, other stakeholders that you might want to work with in order to identify needs, opportunities within the market in order to create sustainable strategies and goals that you will work together to achieve. My third tip for you is to engage, to connect with your employees and your senior management team. The role is actually a very crucial role, because it will allow you to get insights from the daily work that they have, the senior management team members, with your employees, with their teams. And this will give you even more ideas on how you can improve your organization vision, goals, and objectives. It is also interesting to ask for your own stakeholders' opinions, because again, they will have a very objective point of view, and maybe they will even offer you new insights that you left out when working with other partners or new stakeholders. My fourth tip for you is to analyze the market, way beyond your stakeholders, your partners, your employees. You want to take a good, deep insight of the market. What are the trends? What are the new legislations, the new regulations, the new agreements that are put in place? Or how does, at, for example, European level, how does the European Union is setting their new goals, their new objectives, their new plans of actions? how at the United Nations level they set out new objectives in order to reach the Sustainable Development Goals, and so on. But any of these recommendations cannot be achieved without a clear roadmap. So where do you start? You can take into consideration the CLEAR process, CLEAR, that stands for collaborative, limited, emotional, appreciable, and refinable. So what does that mean exactly? So a goal is collaborative when there is a social element within it that pushes it towards success. That can be either your own team's strong engagement, or that the goal has a clear social purpose. It's up to you to define which of the two possibilities are in there. A goal must be also limited, so it must be achieved within a time frame. So if it's a yearly goal, you know that your goal will start in January and end most probably in December. And the same rule applies to objectives, because the objectives, the different objectives you're setting, will help you to achieve the goals. So you want to establish an objective to start in week 5 and end in week 12. Another objective that will start in week 11 and end in week 17, and so on. A goal must be also emotional. What does that mean? That means that whatever you do, whatever goals you're setting, objectives, plans of actions, all these, they must be connected with your values as an entrepreneur and also as a human being. You must feel passion in order to achieve this goal, and not just do it for your organization turnover or reputation. There must be so much more behind it, and you must really work with your heart so that you can actually achieve it. Because again, we know that goal achievement is not a sprint, it's actually a marathon. Your goals must be also appreciable. And this is one of the main reasons why we do not achieve our goals, especially when they are impact driven, when they are related to strong projects that have a purpose behind. Because sometimes we establish goals that are so big without breaking them down. So you might want to consider how you can break down your goal, and we will speak just after about how you can do that, in order to be able to celebrate all the small victories, because it's actually by celebrating small victories that we gain a battle. So this is very important. And finally, your goal must be refinable. So refinable goes a lot with resilience, and you always want to think how you can adapt, how you can achieve your goals in case of any unforeseen change, whether that is in the legislation, whether that is in your team, and so on. And so basically is a bit like a treasure chase, where you will check what are the best opportunities, what are the best doors that open to you in order to achieve these goals, and in order also to see how you can set new objectives that are actually more close to reality. And before we were speaking about how can you break your goals in small parts so that you can actually achieve them. And when you break them down, your goal will be broken down in several objectives. And the best way of doing so is by following a backward design approach. So let's see what that means exactly. Normally, when we achieve a goal, we have a goal in mind and we're trying to set out small objectives, hoping that all these objectives, all these actions, all these initiatives, they lead us to our goal. But more often than not, it turns out that it's not the good objectives and that actually they are not keeping us concentrated and focused towards our goal. So let's do a bit of reverse engineering in all this and imagine that we will break down our goal into many objectives. The more objectives we have, the better it will be for us to achieve them. So before breaking down in many objectives, we will establish milestones. Milestones are actually objectives without which we cannot do, we cannot continue. So for example, let's say that I want to produce a video. I want to start my YouTube channel and I want to produce a video. I know that a milestone for me will be buying either a camera, either a smartphone. And you need to do the same with your goals and objectives. You will identify a goal after a milestone, 1 or 2 milestones, so actions that are crucial in order to reach your goals, and from there you will bring that down into objectives. The more objectives, the better, because it will be many small tiny projects that you will be able to work on. And thanks to the backward design process, you will set yourself for success because you will have a clear roadmap that you will need to follow in order to reach your goal. You will also be able to foresee even better which can be the possible issues, the possible problems that you will encounter in order for you to become resilient and to adapt to change. And if you want to do this exercise with your team, with your senior management team, with your employees team, I have for you a workshop that can be very interesting. I will leave all the details in the comment section below, in the description of the video, but let's see it in just a few seconds. So it's the one sum many workshop. So you will start by dividing into individuals all the people that are participating to your workshop, and you will ask them to write down on a piece of paper or several pieces of paper from 1 to 3 goals. After, you will put them together in small groups, in duos or trios, in order to discuss between each other which goals they have in common and why do they have them. And this will allow them to exchange on the common goals and those that are not common. And finally, at the many level, you will bring everyone together and you will ask them to bring together all the common goals that they have established while working in pairs of duos or trios. And this will allow you to see which are the common goals of the teams, and it will allow you to set better, proper goals for your teams and your organizations. Because remember that your employees, your team, your senior management team are your first brand ambassadors. Question of the day. What are your main challenges while establishing goals? And have you already started to establish your early goals? Share your answers in the comment section below and share your ideas and thoughts with the community of engaged entrepreneurs and organizations. And if you find this video useful, leave a thumbs up and share it with others that might benefit from it. And if you want to learn more about sustainability and the new challenges that our world is facing, subscribe and stay tuned for my next videos. Until then, thank you so much for staying until the end and watching this video. And remember, tomorrow's world starts with you.